slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, oh God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go be.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go. Hey, hold on, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Put it to check. Over. Put it to check.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
I got truth this side. I got truth this side. We got three. We got three. Watch number 29. 29. Hey, right, Roger. Hey. Mike 50. Mike 50. Three buzz. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Switch.
From the gun, Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
To return is Taylor, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. 60, 40. Not today, you are. Not today. Yeah. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain. Of 11 and a Charger first.
On the tackle. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Chargers.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Show it up. 66. Bullet. Rock. Check. Ready, go.
Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check. Fresno. Switch.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's a second and 7. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mark 50. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
On first and 10, Fields. That is caught by Cohen. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
No.
On second down now, it's Cohen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ready. Clear D. Rip right. Watch time. Tight end right. 4 down. Go.
Looking to throw. Fields. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Rip left, rip left. Like 50. It's free. Like 10. Man out. Chaz, yeah. Rocky. Zoom. The ball. Gotta go.
To throw on third down. Fields gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Run shit. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Eddie Weber. Check. Joker.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Motion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
You better bring it. Shoot! Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, Huck, 60 wait. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 15, check 15.
2nd and 3. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 5. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Chargers.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards. as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
Set, 8, read. Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Quick dash. Go, go.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
One receiver left, that's Allen. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Forming the mark. Here we go, D.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Delaney Walker. His third touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight up, go. Move. 3 down.
2nd and 9 now. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing on first down. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Fields. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he completes it to Cullen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll set up a throw. And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Delaney Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch. Echo. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. You're on.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, Fields. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Must 56. Must 56. You must be dreaming. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. In your face. Motion, motion, motion.
On 4th down, Fields. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The 40, the 30, 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
back to throw. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. He's back to throw. Allen's got it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Facing a second and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Steelers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.